Yo, what is up, everyone? It's been a while since I've been on here, and I apologize. I do have my buddy Matt with me,
What's up?
and we got some guests, and we got a video to show. I got to ask some questions, and it might be somewhat short, but we're gonna have a good time. Let's see who we have in here. Nobody so far, just three. I don't think we've ever done a stream this late. What was it like 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock last time?
Yeah, with from Ashes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. No, that was like midday, wasn't it?
No, for us, no. It was at night.
Was it at night?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. So, if anybody's heard of a band called Widow Anchor, they are a metal band from Mobile, Alabama. They are fucking kick ass. And here in a second, we're about to pull them in here and interrogate them for a little bit. What's up, Nick? How you doing, bud? We got some them guys in here. And who should we start off with? Let's pull them all in here at once.
Yep.
Let's check them all out.
Do it.
Bam, bam.
What
I
up?
somehow got the whole group in here. What's up, guys? How y'all been?
What up?
Doing fantastic, man. Living the dream.
Living the dream. Got some of y'all. Are you at work right now, Spencer?
Yeah, I just clocked out, but you're holding me hostage while I'm at work. We sat in this pregame lobby for like, a whole hour, and I'm just like sitting here, just like hoping customers don't walk in this place. So I like locked the whole place down, took me a piss, and like clocked out, and I'm like, but I guess I'll be here till we get done.
It's your first paid interview, my man.
Well, I was a paid pregame. It's not a paid interview now. It's past my work hour. I get off at 9. I'm just supposed to sit here.
I think the pregame lasted a good hour and a half, 2 hours. So
yeah, it was a hot minute. I got paid for that, so that's all that matters.
It's like customers are coming in. Hang on, ma'am. Take that shit outside. All right.
It's like, no, sir, I do not want your roached ass TV up in my pawn shop. We'll see you.
So here recently, I had the opportunity to shoot a music video for y'all, and tell me more about it, man. I want to hear y'all's. How was y'all's experience?
Kind of stressful, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Welcome to my life.
Well, I'll give sort of the what was supposed to happen and what ended up happening. At first, we were gonna go to the what's the place? Alchemy downtown Mobile. And we were going to get a bunch of mob of, fans and undesirables that just walk up and, hey, man, want to be in a music video type thing. And we were just going to get some people to shoot that. But Spencer got really nervous. He's like, dude, it's like 3 o'clock on a Friday. It's going to be weird. Let's just do a house party kind of thing. Like, oh, that'll work. And so we did. And Spencer was stressing, boy. He was sweating. Itching, It's like, oh, it's going to be weird, man. It's going to be midday. So.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it
we
turned
had
out good, though.
Night, so, yeah, it turned out well.
So, and also I found out that Russell is a damn good script writer. If anybody out there needs a script wrote for their up-and-coming music video or anything, Russell is the guy to have it. And his story plots is on point. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, my God. You got to be from Hollywood.
Well, thanks, dude. I just we tried to make it, not as serious because we're all pretty relaxed dudes and we have good times. So, a lot of the stuff is relatable. I thought it'd be funny. I mean, we'll play the video later, but it's like Jackass in a metal video. More
Absolutely. I was laughing the whole freaking time. Plus, we had Brian Bonner from Imperial Photography. He was in house too, and he gave me a hand. And that dude's a trip himself. So it was worth every minute having him in there. So
we had fun. I thought he was a nice guy.
Yeah, that was y'all's first time ever meeting him, right?
Yeah.
So let's.
I gotta add. Let me add one thing real quick. So a funny story about him. During the quote unquote stomp out scene, homie was really laying some heat. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that be the viewers will see what I'm talking about, but he was laying some heat. And I'm like, all right.
And
It's acting.
what's bad is you had to take that heat right after I actually connected the Sweet
Right.
Chin music to
So
you.
I was scared I was about to get the same heat Russell got with a camera in my fucking face. So we're going
the camera's worth more than Russell.
Right. To come on now. Also, I mean, these are veteran guys already. They're used to podcasting and whatnot. Can you tell us about y'all's podcast?
Yeah, it's completely different than this kind of stuff we're talking about, but it's pretty much funny stories and dumb shit we've got into. Like my buddy got caught masturbating by the exterminator. That was pretty cool. He didn't know it was coming. Old buddy was biting his lip, just curling
his toes, man.
dude walked in and he's like, "Oh God!" And I was like, "Dude, that was like the best nut ever." It's like that,
What's bad about it is like the best part of the story. The sumbitch was 28 years old.
Yeah.
In his parents' house.
Yes.
But,
So, all of y'all are in that podcast, right? Every single one of y'all. Is it just like one or two of y'all? I've never seen it. It's definitely saved now. I got to check this out.
Initially, it was me and Russell and our other buddy Barry and our other buddy Michael. And then Michael ended up leaving and heading to he goes to school at University of Florida, doing his master's in chemistry. And so since he's out there, we haven't really figured out the proper like Zoom stuff yet, but it's mostly me, Barry, and Russell. And then we interchange with Weston to make him more of a permanent member. We got to get Matt on it pretty soon. But it's something that's kind of separate from the band, but also put together with the band, so we'll have Weston on. We'll have other friends and guests on every now and again, just if they got funny stories. So we just bring them on and let them get after it. So it's mostly just, white trash trailer park upbringings and masturbation. That's pretty much the way it goes.
Yeah. It's like rated R election theory.
Everything that's funny.
And not to deter too many viewers, but I'm pretty sure one of our episodes is like, I want to say 3/4 of that hour episode was about taking shits. Yeah. Like all the wildest shits we've ever taken. So the best places to shit, like I had this like uncontrollable urge, like every time I go into like a Lowe's or something, like I'm about to light this toilet. Just like I won't even think about it. I walk into Lowe's and I'm just start looking at like countertops and like dream kitchens. I'm like,
that's a nice toilet.
Dump.
I'm shitting that
toilet. I'm gonna give that janitor a hard time later, son. Paper towels only.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
So where did y'all come up? Where did y'all come up with the name Widow Anchor? Where did that?
Let Weston get that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Weston. There's got to be a good story to this.
Not really. No, just in our chat, just going back and forth for like hundreds of names. I finally just started typing every Yu-Gi-Oh card I could think of. Just get my whole like binder. I'm like, all right, what about this one? What about that one? And then so when I put this one on there, I don't know, it's just like that's it. It sounded cool, something different. I don't know.
It was one of those situations like, that'll work for now, and then we just never revisited it. It's like, I guess we're Widow Anchor now. Fuck it.
Yeah, it was either like that or Dark Magician, So
yeah. My blue eyes white dragon.
Yeah.
But this is grown man shit. This is what shit people do in their late 20s. No responsibilities.
Yeah.
More specifically, me and Spencer here.
Y'all are a trip, man.
Spend money on a children's card game. That's what you do, man.
Well, you got to play Yu-Gi with the boys. You know what I mean? Like, what else are you doing?
Yeah, character decks only. No competitive.
Yeah. Only 2004 rules.
Like, what else am I going to do during my kid's baseball game? Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I'm trying to send this motherfucker to the shadow realm, dog. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, real quick, let's dive into that. So, look, there's a guy on the TikTok that I follow now occasionally because this dude is all in. He dresses him in a suit. He wears this thing on his arm, plays Yu-Gi-Oh
Dual
on
disc.
TikTok.
Oh, the dual disc.
Yes, sir.
Jesus, yes. My brain can't even process the level of nerdom that happens.
Yeah.
And these dudes are
Yeah.
all in. They're like falling over. Oh, you killed me, blah.
So
Like,
that's the people that wear like the
Oh,
arm,
man.
the
Dude,
arm
look.
stuff.
Right here, bro.
Look,
Oh my god! Oh my
There's a dual
god!
disc. Dual disc right there.
this is legit, man. Like I don't want to shout that guy out, but golly, that's next level.
Weston over here flexing.
Oh, yeah, they-
Minutes.
You already know. You ain't nothing but a fourth race duels with the great deck.
I mean, everyone's got hobbies. Mine are just not as extreme.
Mine are too expensive. Fuck. I need
That's
something like that.
expensive.
But
That
I
shit's
caught
expensive.
myself on TikTok like watching them guys. They are
Dude,
really
these guys
into
are
that.
all in, man.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Like, if they-
Hardcore.
dude, to slam a card on them or whatnot, and he would be like, "Oh."
Right.
They're acting on it.
Ah, damn. I was like, well, think about it. I just think about this. Just 1 second. So you're talking about this guy like dressing up as a part to be something at like this Yu-Gi-Oh tournament or like cosplaying thing. Think about all like the guys at metal shows that forcibly don't shower for 4 days just to play that part, come in and just sweat on everybody at the show and just be that guy. It's the same thing, same type of dedication.
That is, yes, that's hardcore dedication. And I
Hygiene
actually
and
know some
Yu-Gi-Oh
people
and
like
metal
that.
is about the same.
That's all the same, dude.
For sure.
It's one of those triangles. Like the more you are on one, the more you pull away from the other. You know what I'm saying? The more you're on Yu-Gi-Oh, pull away from that hygiene.
That's exactly right.
By the way, if anybody wants to check out the Rusty Chatters, be sure to check them out. When do y'all go live? Is there certain times of
So it's not live. It's pre-recorded, and
Oh, okay.
we haven't got cameras up yet. It's just audio at the moment, but we will. And I'll go ahead and tell viewers, the first couple episodes we were finding our way. It was, it was funny, but it wasn't super, super funny. But if you're really trying to get reeled in, Nashville Bachelor Party is a good episode to start with. That's probably one of my favorite. That was wild, rambunctious time. But there's a lot of good ones. But like I said, stick through the first 2 or 3 episodes, Seinfeld, South Park, King of the Hill. None of that was good the first few episodes. Cut us a fucking break here.
But we do appreciate the hate mail, so
Oh yeah, we get
Yeah.
so
email.
we'll do email reads of people like shitting on us, from time to time. So
Come on.
we
Those
like
are the
that.
best. That's just
Yeah, they're the best ones.
Wow. Where can we hear this? Where is this at?
anywhere. you get your
Spotify,
product-
everything.
Yeah, anywhere. Spotify.
it would look
Apple Podcasts, Amazon.
Yeah.
y'all all over the place. Reddit, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, and matter of fact, if you want to see if you
Oh.
think you'd like the podcast, listen to a lot of our TikToks snippets and shit. They're funny. I mean, there's little 30-second snippets that are kind of summarize the podcast. Crash
Just
into
listen to-
baptism and crazy stuff.
Just listen to Barry laugh. You'll like it.
Yeah, so anybody who's listening to the podcast, my buddy, he gets this twitch kind of when he laughs. He's like, But, when you hear, you can almost hear the twitch when he laughs. But
That is, I do want to say that is the most involved link tree that I think I've ever seen.
It's overwhelming.
This link tree is it's out of control.
girthy, some might say. Average, others might say.
Only thing that's missing is the OnlyFans.
Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh themed.
So
Yeah,
describe.
absolutely.
So as Widow Anchor, describe y'all's sound. How do y'all sound like it?
Well, I'll give our sound by just giving our favorite bands and influences. Just not that we're trying to do these things, just what we grew up with. So what we end up kind of playing, a lot of all their mains, Kill Switch, Trivium, Azalea Crying, all those types of bands. But we can be extremely heavy with some melodic death metal, like In Flame style stuff, and then be a little more lighter and melodic, maybe slip a Day to Remember style stuff in there, a little bit of modern, a little bit of classic. So just each song is a different vibe that we have on the EP. Each one, it sounds, I don't want to say it sounds like a completely different band or anything, but they are each their own kind of song. So.
And to piggyback off that, I've always told people that are really into metal, if I just had to get a quick summary of us, I'd say we're like 60%.
What up, Chandler?
30% Kill Switch, 10% A Day to Remember. That's kind of how I think of us. But
yeah, I'd absolutely agree to that.
ratio.
Y'all definitely got a good sound, man. Y'all got a good thing. It sucks. Y'all don't play hardly any shows. Y'all keep it interesting. It's like when y'all do play a local show, it's a really good one. And
Appreciate it.
And it's like I've only caught them one time, and that was
I think it was twice.
No, it was only once.
Oh, really?
I've only seen y'all live one time.
You didn't. You were at In the Pit Fest 3,
right?
And then In the Pit Mega Fest. So the first one was at the Celtic that you saw.
Yeah.
And then the second one was at the Hotspot in Gulfport. That you didn't go to.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I've got pictures.
It is. Yeah. He's about to break the pictures out. He's like, I got.
Yeah, I'll break the pictures out, dude. I got receipts. I got receipts. He's like, they call me a liar in front of God and everybody. My mom's watching this.
Psych.
Yes. But
all right. Let's jump up in here. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say with the show situation is mostly like number one, our drummer is fantastic, or at least the guy we have hired to do it. Cameron Alador, shout out to Cameron Alador, Spade drums, fantastic drummer, and he has created a sound for us that is I think it's hard to beat.
Yeah,
and unfortunately. He's got big shoes to fill, and unfortunately, back in November, he had an accident that has left him. He's able to play drums now, but he's not able to play drums for us because of the leg damage that he has. Mm-hmm. He has nerve damage in his ankle that doesn't allow him to articulate his ankle properly in order to keep extended double bass happening.
Yeah. So
he can do it in short bursts and things like that. And he can play for his other bands, Wildfire, shout out to Wildfire, and I think he does a couple country bands and stuff. So he does programming and stuff for us while we're writing new music and things in that nature. But in regards to actually playing shows, we haven't had somebody to bite and to be able to fill those shoes.
Yes, I agree everything you said, and then some. And to piggyback off that, drummers that are looking to join a band, hey, look no further. If you want to play some awesome metal shit, we're really cool dudes. They're fun to hang out with. You will have a say so in the writing. You're not.
That's part of our dating profile. That we're really cool dudes. We like Tinder. That's our Tinder.
I'm totally not a serial masturbator, and I love my mother. All right.
But, we've had quite a few offers to play some shows, but it's been no drummer. So
no drummer.
Yeah,
need that permanent.
I gotta say that the issue is like we have our 4 dudes right now. We're all solid. We all practice. We're all motivated. We just need that one dude who wants to hop in, learn about 6 songs, and then from there you get to help us write all the shit you want to write. It's up to you.
Definitely check these guys out. If you are playing drums and you need a band and you are sick with this shit, hit them up.
Leave your fucking other band.
He's one of them. Yeah, leave your band. Come play for us. Jesus Christ. Nah, I'm just kidding. Their band is really good. Together Ronan. So
heavy as fuck.
Do whatever you want, Chandler. Whatever. Enjoy your band while we'll just sit here and twiddle our thumbs, sit our finger up my ass. It's cool.
Yeah, I'll go fuck myself.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. This is Contest from Widow Anchor.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Not too cringe. I
Fuck
hope.
yeah. Killer shit,
That
man.
was amazing.
Is that your first time seeing it, Matt?
It is, actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
fuck.
keep secrets, man. I keep secrets. I don't mess around.
I got a picture of just like a pre-production photo. That was it.
Yeah, I think I sent them.
He didn't tell me anything about the chicken or Batman. Zero details.
yeah. A good thing he didn't send you the videos he got of us singing off Weston's gay list he has, man.
That's the shit, man.
So Matt, the funny thing about that is that reaction of when those girls walk in and see him plunging his ass off, that was all real.
That was a real.
100% called
They
in real
didn't know
time.
what they were about to walk into.
Had no clue. And it was funny because I was like, Gene, you gotta get in the bathtub, man. Shoot this angle like this. And I was like, bathtub? I'm like, yeah, we gotta get in the bathtub.
Russell is a god when it comes to camera angles. Hey, yeah, you just get over here. You gotta lay on the floor. You gotta get over here in the corner. I was like, damn.
You gotta take this
He's a
toilet bowl water to
he's a
the
good
face.
director.
Yeah, and Weston went so ham. I had to like clean up my bathroom for like 5 minutes after.
The fucking floor was
It's like putting his back in, man. Yeah, what's funny is like we had that skit specifically for a real reason. Because legit, one time, like Weston came over and spent the night with like me and my ex at the time, and then he had to get up in the morning and go to work or whatever. So he gets up in the morning, takes a mean steamer, man, and he clogs up my toilet, dude. And then I have to wake up like a couple hours later, and I'm like, God damn, dude. And so I'm like, dude, yeah, I was like, dude, what the hell? Didn't do nothing, just left it for me. So I'm in there just,
I was like,
getting after it, man.
He's like, sorry, bro, I gotta go. I have things to do.
exactly right.
An asshole, man.
Drenched.
Yeah. It's my fucking trademark at hotels now.
That's your skid mark at hotels.
Stay in the seat.
You're gonna be like on the Hilton blacklist. Like, don't let that guy in.
That's right.
You already are, sir.
Take all my points away.
So look, can you share some of the themes or messages that you had listed in that video? I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot going on in that video. But what are some of the key moments?
Weston, go ahead.
The key moments from like lyrics or the video?
A little of both.
Okay, I'll let him after that.
Go ahead, Weston.
Lyrically, it's really just a really angry song. It is personal with just when we try to start get things going. I think it was technically it was like 2019 and trying to get shows and filling out the lineup and things like one thing after another. It's like things just weren't working out, and I felt like not to point fingers, but like the scene in Mobile at the time, that's what we were dealing with. So it's kind of towards them in a way, towards the whole scene within that, respectfully.
Right. No, look, so we do a couple of stuff with some Mobile bands, and it is geographically, it's real weird to see bands intercompete with each other or not show up to other shows or not support each other. And it's so weird how that changes from Texas to Louisiana to Mobile or Alabama or even Birmingham, Atlanta. So it's real weird that kind of how all of that happens. But, I've seen that on both sides. I've seen people support and show up, and I've seen people just not, and not even have zero interest, or think that it's all competition, and we're all in this together, man.
Right.
Like we're all eating the same pie,
I'm trying to win.
Well,
Yeah.
Look, if
Just
you
kidding.
gotta pull that right Yu-Gi-Oh card.
All winners all day, all the time.
So yeah, but at the same time, like I know that you guys would show up. So it just has to be one of those things. Like if I show up to you guys, someone else needs to show up too. I mean, it's what it's about, man. Seriously.
Yeah, for sure. And so, yeah, and the song itself isn't necessarily, like I said, all directed. It's just kind of like just a frustration emotion of just like, we're going to do it anyway, and we're going to do what we have to do. And so no matter what, just talk your shit and get on the stage, have a good time. So,
and a specific example is we tried to get a show at this tried to book a show at this place in Mobile twice, this venue in Mobile, and for whatever reason, we emailed them. We were on, like, there was a poster, a flyer that had our name with the headliner coming and all this stuff. And then for whatever reason, they just forgot and like double booked a comedian that day. So like 4 days before, there's been all these...
And it was with like good touring bands, and so the touring bands that were involved with a couple of them are getting pretty big now.
So like on a Tuesday, I showed up and I was like, "Yo, hey, we got a show here in a few days. What time do I need to get here?" Blah blah blah. Very professional. And then there's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, we have a show here. This has been circulating Facebook. You guys are running this." And I'm like, "Huh? We got a comedian booked that day." I'm like, "Oh, and we already told all these people. There's a band coming from Texas." That's happened twice at this venue.
Yeah, that's terrible when that kind of stuff happens, And I'm starting to see that more and more happening. I'm not sure if it's like on purpose or
it's not on purpose. It was just, just one of those things that happens. And like I said, it's not like, it's more of like just a general frustration. It's not like, we're hating on anybody specifically. It's just general frustration with trying to get things started, and now things are getting started, and that's just what it's all about. It's just emotion, just to be emotion.
Playing the game, trying to win the contest.
And so a lot of that does come down to, you're talking to a talent buyer who doesn't communicate with the owner, or a talent buyer who is the owner who doesn't communicate with anyone else, or you're talking to a manager that doesn't communicate with anybody, or has friends with the bartender and they just communicate about it. And then you have some miscommunication along the lines, and it does happen. It happens not just locally with you guys, but everywhere. I mean, everywhere that we've worked at, it's happened. So, don't let that get you down. Just continue, man. Like just grind it out.
Well, I'll tell you right now, one of the things we have that's kind of a motto that we have is, the best ability is accountability. And so what we say with that is like if somebody wants to be in the band, if somebody wants to be involved, like communication is key. And so you talk to a lot of people, like, they'll open your message and not talk to you, or just you have to talk to somebody about this, talk about somebody, but you can't get a hold of people. Then you're like, so I was like, dude, where have you been for the past 3 weeks? Is, I guess I'm a leave, or I guess we're just not doing whatever it was you're doing. It's like, dude, and it just says with everything, whether it's just being a part of the band or doing trying to get shows going, trying to do just anything, it's just communication. Yeah. And that's what we try to establish within ourselves with this band, is be good communicators and try and make sure everybody's on the same page at all times. And so it's hard to get that from other people.
And I want to piggyback off that really quick. So, like I said, we are in the pursuit of a drummer. So that motto, the best ability is accountability. Some people might hear some of that drumming and say, that's a little bit over my skill level right at the moment, but I could work at it as long as you're patient with me. We're cool with that, because a lot of the songs we write, not contest specifically, but there are other songs we've written that they're above our skill level at that moment. Could play cleanly, but we keep working, and then we just sort of adapt to it. And that's so. If you want to be in the band, start drumming. If you can't play it at the moment, fine. But we're patient. We understand it's tough stuff. I mean, Spencer does some crazy gallops and stuff that I got to work at. So
like I said, that's having Cameron on board. That is big shoes. He's very technical. He's a it's hard to explain for him to have nerve damage in his legs and his feet, and still he didn't miss a beat.
He didn't.
He did
that whole video. He didn't miss. He didn't miss a tom, miss a cymbal, nothing. His feet was on over and over again. He just does not. He doesn't miss.
Right.
That's 185 BPM or 190 BPM. I think it's that. Yeah, 190. So he's in there ripping 190. with his leg all jacked, and he's
Right.
still. I'm like, man. Oof.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, huge fan of that guy. So
Yeah, we can't sing Cameron's praises enough for sure.
right. Talking about performances and shows. So, what's the most memorable performance or show that you guys have done since the inception?
I think that just the first show, actually, the first show was actually the most memorable for me, at least because number one, it's the first show. With this Matt wasn't in the band at the moment. It was our previous bassist, Boone. Shout out Boone, love you, Boone. He's getting married next week, so happy birthday to him. And
Happy
but
honeymoon.
yeah. But anyways, so the first show for all of us, me, Weston, Russell, Boone, that was our just first ever live performance, period. And never played any of the songs, never played, well, I've obviously practiced, but never like just played for anybody. And so just getting up there, getting actually a lot of people to come and jam out. We had a lot of the other bands were giving us giving us props. And we went up there, just did our thing. And I think we killed it. We had a great time. We signed some autographs for this other band. And I mean, it was great. It really couldn't beat it. It was great for the first show. And the other shows were great too, but just the initialization of doing the first one and being received as well as we were was a very validating moment. And it was great.
And I'll second that as well. That was my favorite show, and the reason being is we have such a diverse crowd that show up at these things because like a lot of the people that came up there, like Weston's dad specifically, RIP, he showed up and he's a Jimmy Buffett dad. You know what I'm saying? He listens to Stannard and Boston and shit on the radio, and he was like, "Man, that was a damn cool show, dog. That was damn cool."
Yeah.
He liked it. I'm like, that's cool. So we had Jimmy Buffett dads galore in there. It was pretty sick, man. It was crossover.
Yeah. It was good to see Weston's dad in there for sure. Just him, just supporting his son because it's two completely different worlds. Because if it ain't Tracy Lawrence, he don't want it.
Right. My dad was the same way.
Yeah, and so
Tracy Lawrence and Gary Allen, man, that's it.
Yeah, dude. So
Kid Rock.
yeah, a little bit of Kid Rock is about as heavy as he'll get. So him going in there watching his son, just belting on the mic and just do what he loved, and him being just so supportive of it. It was a really good thing to watch, really good thing to see, and it was just great for everybody. And I know it was a big moment for Weston too.
And I had several friends that show up, not because they're specifically into metal, but they don't support me because they're my friend, So they'd show up and say, "Man, I'm not really into metal, but that was a cool show, man. I can see why people come to these shows," and that's a good feeling, knowing that people enjoyed themselves as an experience. They might not listen to it on Spotify, but they'll show up at the show and bounce around. That's cool.
Yeah, I feel like there's a few bands that can really pull off the energy on Spotify compared to a live show, right? So not everyone can do that, and I feel like when you go to a live show, it shouldn't be exactly to the actual note that you hear on Spotify. It should be a live show. You're there to enjoy it. The crowd's involved. Everyone's hyped. If you ring out an extra couple of bars of whatever scream or whatever note or whatever you're doing,
Part of the experience.
Solo, right?
Yeah.
And that's what makes it different. That's what brings people to your show because everyone can listen on Spotify for free or whatever. But going to a show makes it different, which is awesome. I prefer that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Heck yeah,
for sure.
Like I'll dive in the middle of a pit in a 3-piece suit. Like I don't care.
Well, not just that, but treating the show like it's a real deal show. No, don't treat it like it's a local show. And that's an 100%. Issue that I've noticed with a lot of people is, it's like, just playing my thing that I do every few weekends on a Friday, do whatever. It's like, no, dude, I'm here to watch you, and everybody else is. And, you should perform like you want to perform.
Yeah. And that's part of the frustration within this song too, is that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I tell you, I saw this band recently that was, doing, I don't know where they were from. They weren't from here. But they were doing, the late night, like all these people booked up and they go on at like 12 or 1 o'clock. And I ended up buying some of their merch because those guys, went out there, played to me. I think me and Matt, but they just played like they were playing in front of a few thousand people. Just even though it was just like me and Matt, but they made it happen, and I just had the utmost respect for those guys for just showing up and doing the job.
Yeah, you got to
What
have
they
the
had to
same
do.
heart.
Yeah, and so that's just one of the biggest things for me is trying to make sure that we're able to do that. Whether we succeed or not, it is the goal.
Sure. And with that, they built a true fan out of you. Right?
Yeah,
So you bought
absolutely.
the merch, you're promoting them, you're going to go to all their shows.
The Coursing is their name. The Coursing. So if anybody listens, checks them out. Those guys are real deal.
They're from around here?
No, I don't know where they're from. They were on a tour cycle. Let's see, where's the Coursing from?
But it's that experience that they did for you. Now you're lifelong. So if everyone could do that, then you're always gonna, even if you play for one person, that one person has 5 friends.
Right.
Hopefully.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly
those they're gonna bring their 5 friends to that next show.
They're from Charlotte, North Carolina.
You carry that same energy, like you're gonna get that 5 extra fans.
Yeah, and I just hate when I go to a show and I just see people just treating it like it's a local show, and it's just like it's more than that, man.
Especially like the first band, it's always getting the crowd warmed up. I mean, once you get them pulled in and whatnot, warmed up, and usually it's good, and it just takes that high energy first opening act just to get them going, get them started,
Yeah, that's part of why, like, this song we chose to pick to be first and set on the older shows we did. Just the jump and riff. I mean, like, and that's another thing with memorable, shows and stuff is as soon as we started, never played before, and I'd say jump and people jump, and I was like, oh shit, this is fucking awesome. I'm hooked.
Right. Well, yeah, with that, like playing last, the odds of you catching the people that were there for the first 2 bands to buy your merch or to hang out with you are a lot lower than if you play in the middle or you open, right? And I don't feel like the title headliner necessarily has the same weight as it used to, whereas everyone has equal or even better talent. Like your headliner is going to pull people in, yes, but you want to build those fans from the start of the show, 100%. So if I was in a band, I would prefer not to headline or close out a show. You do make a lasting impression when you close, but you don't have time to hang out with building those true fans. And that's really what it's about.
Second is where it's at, honestly. I mean, we're at the band. We're not ego-driven people. If you want to put us opener or the headliner, I don't give a damn. I'm going to put on a good show regardless.
Right.
But legit cheat code, in my opinion, second. The slot. Because then you get to catch people. You get to catch people before they go to work. People got to work. They got kids and stuff, So you get that second slot. You get done about 9:20. Yeah. 9:15. Yeah, that's the move, man.
For sure. I think
but the just thing is, it's never up to us, though. It's up to just the booking. So it's just if you get lucky, you get lucky.
Well, it could be up to you. I know a guy, but
sure enough.
So it also depends on the venue too, man. Like I've been to multiple venues that even with a mega headliner, like 100,000 followers, mega headliner, the venue still dies at 11.
Yeah,
like it's just the venue. It has nothing to do with anything, right? And
it's Tuesday.
Venues, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I've seen other venues that are no matter who is playing, a full fest, and they're dead until 10 p.m. right? And then after 10, from 10 to 2, they're slammed, right? So I do feel like the venue kind of has a play into that. But bringing your fans and having loyal fans, keeps people in. People want to be there when there's other people there,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I think a good example of that is when I went to Pensacola on a Wednesday night, and we saw the first 2 bands, and then Dayseeker played, and then after them was Silverstein, and after Dayseeker played, a lot of people left. But it's a
That's-
Wednesday night. You know, I had to come all the way back to freaking Moss Point, you know, from Pensacola. That's why we left. But more than half the place left.
that's heartbreaking.
And it
Yeah.
was sold out.
The
It
band
was sold
that,
out.
right? Just the ending band, just to witness that is just like, oh god,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
But I mean, that's the thing. Every show can't be on Friday. You just you
Right.
got to play the other days, and that's the name of the game.
Right.
No big deal.
Right.
Ain't nothing to get upset about remotely.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just be glad you're doing it, because most of the time, like, there's so many people that can't.
That's right.
And there's a lot of venues that don't do shows on the weekdays, for sure.
Mhm.
So
So hopefully one day we can build up some fans and have people come to our shows. One day.
One day.
honestly, I think you guys are there, man. Like legit, I'm a fan now.
Oh,
This guy's a fan.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you having us on here, by the way. This is a huge
Yeah.
opportunity for us, biggest thing we ever had ever. So I appreciate that, man.
It's
Yeah, even with Matt with the
it's
sunglasses
nothing
on
much.
indoors.
It's nothing flashy or nothing, but it's always we like to get in.
Well, if it was
you know what I'm
flashy, Matt would be prepared.
saying?
Yeah, you will.
Oh yeah, Matt.
Hell yeah.
I
Love you,
wonder
bro.
what is he recording? What video is that? Is that it's like a 1998 Nokia or something?
Hey, look, Matt's a boomer. Just let him have his moment, okay?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yes, but look,
Loving that. He's the guy that keeps us grounded. And it's like when we start bickering about this, that, and the other, Matt's always the guy that's like, "Hey man," he's like the Kirk of us, Kirk Hammett. Just like, "Hey man, it's cool. Why don't we just go in there and just jam it out?"
What?
So you guys are.
Watching him play bass is just so he's like a more chill fieldy.
He's
Got
got
the vertical bass. Just
Oh yeah, he's got it hanging low,
Oh,
straight
yeah.
up new metal style.
always nodding. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the local band that opens up for
He's in
Biscuit in 2000.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Matt's the guy that makes us look like we're a metal band.
Yeah.
Is really what it is. That man owns 3 pairs of shorts and they're all camo cargos. You know what I mean?
God damn.
So I mean, he makes us look the part at least.
Somebody-
Because Russ will be over there smuggling grapes in his tight shorts and his Pantera shirt at least.
Some chubbies.
Yeah, see, that's what y'all miss in the video is the waist down of that. High shorts, man, just
Dude, I wore
tight,
straight-
athletic.
Dude, so I wore these, because I'm in the military and part time, and there's a lot of dudes wear the short shorts. They call them Ranger panties, right? And so I used to jank on, but one day I tried them on. I was like, man, these are comfortable as fuck.
Yeah, these
And
are
so I
nice.
started wearing them. And then they say 5-inch seam, but nah, them bitches are every bit of 2 and 3-inch seam.
3/4.
And then Spencer came up to me. He's like, dude, those are uncomfortably short. And I remember before the shoot, Gene's like, hey man, just look at the camera. I'm about to make your moose knuckle famous. And I was like, they're uncomfortably short, It is borderline inappropriate. I'll be honest with you.
So
Everybody's got
tell
their
us about
thing,
any
man.
kind of, upcoming projects or anything that you guys have in the works. Shows, music.
Well, right now, in terms of other projects, we, a couple of us have just our own little side thing. We released we have this little side project called like Happy Accidents, where we did a cover of Angels Like You by Miley Cyrus with our producer Jose Del Rio of Vagrants and the Word Alive.
Shout out Jose.
Shout out to Jose, and so we recorded that. It's just a little side pop punk band we just kind of play around with from time to time. But we released that a couple months ago with Gene. He did us a little like YouTube video style thing for us, little bedroom thing. It was a good time. And
All
outside
pink.
of that, all
Super
pink too.
All pink everything.
Super pink. They told me as pink as you can get it.
Yeah.
Just all pink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Weston for the image on Spotify, Weston pretty much used a straight up actual artwork, but he like You know, he kind of had that like flea market Gucci kind of touch
Yeah.
to it. You know what I'm saying? Where he fucked it up just
That
enough.
middle of
where
the
he
mall
gets
Gucci.
sued. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
And I'm like, Wesley, you gotta be ashamed of yourself. He's like, no, bro, just clicks, man. Mistake clicks. I'm like, all right.
Do you
Other
want to
than
show?
that-
Do you want to show that video?
Go ahead if for
Yeah.
all 1 or 2 viewers in this thing.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Gene's so proud of himself.
This dude's cheesing over here.
Oh,
Mega pink.
Oh yeah, all the pink.
is there any sound?
Do y'all have sound?
I can't hear it.
It probably don't. It.
As long as they can hear it, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't come with.
Okay, see, I got no audio on that.
Yeah.
No, there's no. Why? What talked y'all into doing a project like that?
Excuse for me to play guitar. And then
I think I'm gonna save it for when I can get the sound. I have to upload it to the restream itself. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun right there.
I just wanted something else too, and then be able to play guitar for real. And then I wanted a female vocalist for that, and to kind of take Paramore and A Day to Remember and combine, you know, and
that you know, looking
ended
at
up
you,
doing
you would never think that you have a voice like that. And I was
Yeah,
blown away when I was shooting the video. I was like, "Oh my god, it's hard to produce a voice like that." You know, I would fuck that up severely.
Yeah, but that cover specifically was when I saw her do the acapella warm up for the Super Bowl or whatever when she did the song, and then I was like, "Yeah, I want to do something. I want to do something. I always wanted to do a cover, you know, like listen to like Pop Goes Punk back in the day, you know, and you know, I was like, that one, you know, I've obviously, you know, lowered the octave there, but
Right.
so I can do it. But I think it turned out cool.
All right, so as a band, how do you connect with your audience, and what kind of experience can fans expect at your live shows?
So I will say this: we connect with our audience by we're finally starting to rev up the social medias and stuff. So thank Matt for that. He's really been crushing it on the social media, and he's a guru in that sense. So good job, thanks, Hopper. So he's been crushing on that. But as far as actual experience at the shows, I'll say this much: they're rowdy as shit, man. It's fun. It is a good time at the shows. We're having fun on stage, cracking jokes, fucking bouncing around. Spencer gets in the crowd with his little wireless setup. He's bouncing around. It's a good time. Like I said, even if you're not a huge metal fan, and one of our big goals as a band is to be a sort of a crossover band, I guess you'd say, where a band like All That Remains, right? They got some radio bangers where people might like What If I Was Nothing or something or whatever, you know, a couple songs like that. But they're not necessarily into All That Remains, but they show up at their concerts because they got some kind of hard rock bangers. And that's our vibe. We like to do heavy shit, but we got a couple hard rock bangers for, you know, some people that are not as deep, more Disturbed type of fans, you know. And but it's fun. So even if you're not super into the you know, metal as a whole, some of our songs you might connect with. And if you come to the show, you're really gonna have a good time, especially if you've never been to a metal show. So
I like to get weird. I like to stomp the fucking stage and go nuts. And I just look at it as a big party, you know, like not like a Attila show or anything, but like it's just a good time, you know. And then we always do like some cool cover, you know. As of right now, we do anyway.
That is smart. Just little side projects y'all do right there. Just keeps y'all connected. That's pretty neat right there.
Well, then
So-
back about like things we remember.
We lost Weston.
Oh
Where'd he
man,
go?
right when it was getting good too.
Yeah.
Aliens got him.
He's raging on the other end. I
The
bet he's
one
like,
thing he has said all night. The aliens know. I like it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's just black screened right now. He might have
Yeah,
unhooked
mine
himself.
messed up a minute ago too. I had
Yeah.
my tablet plugged up, but it still died. So now I'm back on my phone.
so while he's raging and rolling in a circle over there,
Sweaty.
Matt, do you want to kind of walk us through what you've been doing on the social media ends? Like they were saying, how to connect with us and all that. You was thinking about maybe doing a Patreon with the singles until they all come out, or think what
Yeah,
you're-
sure. Yeah, since we've got an EP recorded, basically that we're starting to release. You know, started here with the contest video, and then going to just start rolling them out with various other music videos as well as lyric videos, some behind the scenes videos, playthroughs. We're even working on not only YouTube, but quite a few different online radio outlets across the world, actually, and quite a few other social media locations: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And we're looking at here soon taking that same EP and creating a link out there so people can go ahead and purchase that whole EP in the event that they don't want to wait for a music video or a single to release. So that'll be coming up soon as well. So a lot of things in the works to start getting our music out there and get it in front of folks and fans.
And a thing you can do, like I said, I know money's tight these days, guys. We're not going to ask everybody to do that. But one way you can support the band is just bumping us a like on YouTube, bumping us a stars on Spotify or whatever, because that gets us in
Absolutely.
the algorithm.
Share
That helps.
videos, yeah.
Share it. Put it on your Facebook or Twitter. That's just as good. You know, if you guys could bump us a like, share us, that really helps us because it's a really uphill battle getting in that algorithm. But once you do, it starts to take off, it seems.
One thing that may help out too is posting pre-save links and really pushing pre-save links. So you get a high number in those pre-save links, Spotify will boost you up into their algorithm of their new metal, their sponsored Spotify playlists. So if you kill it on pre-saves, and whoever you're going through, whatever distributor you're going through, usually has an avenue to advertise for that. But if you really push pre-saves, and that does leaps and bounds for yourself.
We're hoping this interview with you guys, does a little bit as well.
Yeah, like I said, we are not nothing flashy or anything, but we do whatever we can.
This guy's pretty flashy.
We both do whatever we can to kind of help boost bands up. I mean, that's what we're here for. I'm a videographer. I'm here to put visuals out for y'all. I'm here to help promote, and
For
me
sure.
being a drummer in the past, I kind of know what it's like. It's a rough world, and now we're more in a TikTok and Instagram world. Everything has switched from this to this now. Now I started pumping out more reels, more vertical style videos and whatnot because that's what's really bumping nowadays too.
Yep, most social media platforms really push reels. They want those, 0 to 45-second engagement windows. Soon, TikTok is really going to start pushing longer form videos, and they're kind of moving away from short form. They really want to compete with YouTube and to grab that 15-minute audience. I feel like for bands and music, that's going to be a little more difficult, but it's going to have to require more one-on-one, you interacting directly with the fan, or you doing something like this, or behind the scenes. That's really what's going to push bands or music artists to that next level in the TikTok algorithm and stuff like that.
Are any of y'all over 1,000 followers on TikTok?
On TikTok, I think Rusty Chatters probably is. I think so, but not. I don't have one, but yeah.
One thing good about TikTok is easy to promote, but it's so easy
100%.
to get demonetized. All it takes is one little messed up word, and bam, you're banned. But
Yeah, I've been shadow banned like 6 times. Yeah, I
right,
understand.
it's
That's it. My
I don't even
podcast is
try
not
no
meant
more.
for TikTok.
Well, guys,
You said we've been shadow banned 6 times with Rusty Chatters.
Yeah, I just restart accounts and all, but
how many
Yeah,
accounts you
much
been
like-
through with Rusty Chatters?
it's been a few. I mean, it's up with the numbers. I'd have to change the number on it. You know, Rusty Chatters 57 or some shit. But I figured it out. They gave me warnings. I put beeps on it. I'm working around it, but know.
You're finding loopholes and whatnot.
yeah.
But yeah, you're really using that as an avenue to advertise for the podcast, right? So yeah, sometimes you do have to censor some of that. And Spotify even does, like, your podcast gets a little extreme, and they'll pull advertising, they'll pull funding from it. So yeah, it's unfortunately you got to play by all the FTC rules.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, Matt's been crushing it, and our music isn't nearly as obscene as the podcast, so that helps.
The videos might get here in the future, but
Yeah.
that's a different story.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm thank y'all for letting us have y'all on here. Sorry for keeping y'all on here for what, like 3
Nah, you're
hours?
good. You're good, man.
Yeah, I'm still at work.
That's right.
Are you
I
getting
should have been home
paid
an
still?
hour ago. No, I clocked out. You know why? Because I'm a good employee. That's why.
You're cutting my card time, man.
Yeah, they're killing my COD time, man.
All right, guys. Once again, if y'all check out Widow Anchor and show these guys some love, man, and check out all the places that they're on. Here's their link tree where you can reach them, and also Rusty Chatters. You want to laugh your fucking ass off? There's the the QR code for that.
I am saying right now.
It's like, if you like this interview, this is essentially how the podcast goes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Right now.
but a lot worse.
Joe Rogan can go.
All right, guys. I will see y'all in the future. I know we're gonna maybe plan some new stuff, and we'll go from there.
All right, man.
Thanks,
we appreciate
man.
you, Gene. Thanks.
Drummers,
Thanks,
hit us
Gene.
up. Drummers.
Thanks,
Okay.
Yes.
Bye, y'all. Widow Anchor, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, clap it up.
Woo.
And that sums it up for me and you. And yeah, that was it. That was Widow Anchor. Be sure to check them out, and we'll catch y'all guys on the next one.